2 weeks ago here on the channel, we talked about when is the best time to buy a car in terms of getting the best deal. And typically it starts in October, November, December, all the way through about March. That's the best times, with January actually being the most advantageous time to buy. But as I've been seeing car sales for multiple brands kind of starting to teeter a little bit, we're going to see crazy deals happen here now that we're in December as we finish out 2025. And over at Cars Direct, we have the smorgasbord of car deals of the month. Best 0% financing deals, best lease deals, cheapest cars to lease. Hello, I'm all for that. Maybe I'll cover that one first. Best EV lease deals, because God forbid you purchase, like, look at this thing outside. God forbid you purchase a Hummer EV SUV. I did not. It's a press car. Don't worry. I didn't waste $100,000 on one of these things for it to depreciate 20, 30K within a few months. All right. You want to lease EVs? Absolutely. All right. And then also I have a list for the best rebates and incentives in December. All right. So we have a lot to tackle. If you guys are excited for this list for us to sift through it, to break down, hit the like button, subscribe for more, and let me know if you purchased a car this year or you want to purchase a car. Which brands, which models are you looking at? This is going to be a lot of fun to sift through. I used to be a car salesman. I know one of those sleazy. No, I was not a sleazy used car. I did sell used cars though, but I worked at a Lexus dealership. Pretty much the complete opposite of being a sleazy car salesman, because Lexus dealership experiences are typically fantastic. Just buy a car there. Even if it's a used car, your experience buying from a Lexus dealership more times than not will be fantastic. Cheapest small car leases. Well, I know that the Impreza sales are not great right now. You can get, now keep in mind, this is deals in my area, Naples, Florida. Keep that in mind. It will change on your area, but it shouldn't change that much. Subaru Impreza, you can get for $205 a month. Now, never ever put money down on a lease. That's just my honest opinion, my experience, because if you put money down on a lease to get to a certain payment in your budget, let's say the car's in an accident and it gets totaled, well, you're out of whatever money you put down on the lease. Okay, so never pay up front. Technically, if you put money down, sometimes it can be a cheaper lease. Or if you pay an upfront lease, a lot of people will pay, now I'm saying a lot, but it's more rare for people to pay your lease completely upfront. But I'm telling you, that's terrible, because if you get in an accident or the car's totaled, then all that money is completely gone and you can't get it back. So never put money down on a lease. Now, your cost is going to go up more because, like, keep in mind, just because of monthly payments, $205, you still have tax, title, well, not title and licensing, depends on your state. Here in Florida, that is included when you buy a car or motorcycle. Title and registration is included. Taxes, though, have to be rolled in as well to your monthly payment. That's why you see effective costs much higher here than what the monthly payment is. Now, the manufacturers can advertise these payments assuming they know the term as well as the money down. All right, so the effective cost here would probably be closer to like $300 a month. So keep that in mind. What we see here is factored in with the down payment, but never put a down payment. So what we're talking about here is, even though the numbers say one thing, the deals here are still going to be best in the industry, all right, for the cheapest car leases right now. LE Corolla sedan, I don't like it. Honestly, I would rather have the Impreza base hatchback. They're both slow, but the Impreza CVT is a little bit more enjoyable to drive than the Corolla CVT. And the Impreza looks better, has all-wheel drive standard. Like, a fuel economy isn't going to be quite as good compared to the Corolla, but I'm telling you, like, skip the Corolla LE, get the Impreza base, and it might be a cheaper lease payment anyways. Elantra is fine. Would I pick a base Elantra over a base Corolla? I think I would. All right, but look, that monthly payment, $209, but again, it's really more than like $300. Low 300s is where all these leases are going to be. Sentra. Well, I just drove the new Sentra. I haven't put my driving impressions up on it yet. It's prettier. It's nicer in some ways, but the old Sentra was still a really good lease buy. So don't like totally disregard the Sentra. Civic LX sedan. I don't remember the last time I drove a base Civic. They handle great. Kind of the Elantra handles really well too, but In my opinion, it's not worth it unless you really have to have a Honda. I would rather have the Subaru Impreza there for the cheapest leases. That's for like the smallest cars, you know, Camry LE all day. I wouldn't even consider, like, what is a Camry LE? If it's in the ballpark, well, look at the Accord. This is how bad the Accord is selling, that the lease payment here is dirt cheap. Now, I know it's an extra $1,000 down compared to a Camry, but I'm telling you, Camry LE is the best in segment. No questions asked. All right. Purchasing or leasing a Camry is a good idea. Subcompact crossovers. What would be my recommendation here out of everything we see on this list? It would be the Kicks. I like the Kicks best in this segment easily, then followed by the HRV. But the Kicks to me is the best looking out of its competition. It handles well. It gets great fuel economy. Really, really good vehicle. So I'd pick the Kicks here. But, you know, there are some, you know, effective cost $320. Yeah, just get the Kicks. Don't even waste your time. Compact SUVs. Equinox is okay. Corolla Cross is okay. I don't like the Corolla Cross. Get the Crosstrek. Crosstrek. Sportage is good too, though, but the Sportage is not. It's more of, I don't know. It's bigger. All right. This is a subcompact here. This should be in a different segment. Sportage is really good. I like the Bronco Sport a lot too, but it is going to be one of the more expensive vehicles on the list on this segment anyways. But Kia Sportage, Crosstrek, great buy. I like the Bronco. Now, I say great buy. These are all lease deals. Keep in mind, a lot of these cars I would not purchase. Like a Bronco Sport, not sure if I would purchase with the reliability. You know, maybe the only one I'd think about purchasing on this list would be the Crosstrek, but lease it. Might as well lease it. Okay. Sportage is good too. Tacoma, Gladiator, Ranger. I haven't driven a Ranger in a long time. Cruise, Santa Cruz. Like, let's look at these lease deals. Look at that Tacoma. Now this is a base. Oh, this is an SR5. It's not the SR. So that's okay. But again, it's a rear wheel drive. I would get the Gladiator, honestly. We're leasing here, guys. We're leasing. It's not about owning. I would get the Gladiator base here. Like, this is a crazy deal. It's only $8 a month in theory, right? Again, money down. Don't put money down. You get the V6 here, the Gladiator Sport. It's 4x4 standard, where the rest of these are front-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive. Okay, well, what the heck are we looking here? You can get a full-size truck here? Okay, what is happening? Okay, I know it's about $100 more, but the Santa Cruz is a terrible deal. It's not a good vehicle for its segment. The Maverick is a much better vehicle. Maverick is a buy vehicle, not a lease vehicle. That is not a bad idea. If you need a full-size truck, you could lease a Sierra cheap. But I'd take the Gladiator, honestly. Gladiator, you know, it's kind of loud because it's a Jeep, but it's fun. It's a convertible. It's a Jeep and a truck all in one. Like, it's a cool vehicle. And if I'm leasing it, no big deal. All right, luxury cars to lease. Integra's okay, but this is base, which has a CVT, so skip. Lexus ES, it's done. I mean, well, let's see here. How much is an i4? Okay, that's an electric car though. We'll talk about electric cars later. All right, this is going to be a long video, so hope you guys have your snacks and drinks. Leasing these cars right here, these cheapest to lease, ES all day. ES is going away in terms of a V6 powered sedan. They're going electric with it as well as hybrid only. So get the V6 while you can. This is a stupid deal. Really, really good. I mean, it's a real car. It's full size. Like the 2 Series, they're beautiful, but they're really small on the inside. Integra, sorry, I mean, I'd only be getting the Integra with a manual, which this lease deal does not include. CT4, maybe that would be a decent car to lease, but I would rather have an ES all day. All right, I haven't driven many new BMWs. The press fleet doesn't. I mean, the press fleet here in Florida is like completely shriveled up, and they don't send cars 2 hours away. It's insane. All right, it's very frustrating that I can't review BMWs because the press fleets are too difficult, unfortunately. Cheapest lease luxury SUVs. Encore, that's a joke. That's not a luxury car. All right. But they are cheap as heck to lease. They're good cars to lease. They're built in Korea, both the Encore and the Invista. They're fine cars. ADX, way too, ooh, I don't know. That's not a terrible deal here because ADX, while slow, it is spacious and it is cozy and it does have good controls in it. Huh. But Lexus UX, would I pick an ADX over you? ADX is spacious. I don't know. I don't buy any of these. I'm not a big fan of these luxury SUVs in this class. All right. There's a lot of other vehicles I'd rather have if I'm leasing. So don't even consider those. Let's move on to the next thing, which is if you're not into leasing. All right, and I'll like bookmark these so you guys can skip. If you don't want to lease, I get it. So here we are, 0% APR car deals. This is exciting. You don't pay any interest. That's what 0% is here. Obviously, some people it's not that obvious, but you're just paying for it's free money. Free money. You're able to buy the car in installments with no interest. This is amazing. Would I buy a Taos? I would only lease a Taos, but there weren't any good lease deals it looked like on the Taos, so skip. Ford Explorer, would I buy one? I haven't driven one in ages, so I can't talk much about the Explorer, but if you want one, you can get one for 0% financing. Tucson Hybrid, yes. Tucson Hybrid, so any hybrid here, I would absolutely purchase. The Tucson, though, gas drives like a joke. Like the 8-speed auto, so lethargic, the engine's super loud. I don't like driving the non-hybrid version of it. The hybrid's good. Now, the hybrid will be replaced soon with a new hybrid. So that's where I get a little bit of cold feet because the new dual motor hybrid that's on the Palisade will be coming to the Tucson, obviously a different engine connected to that hybrid 6-speed auto. All right, I would probably pump the brakes a little bit, but it's still 0%. You know, you're not going to get underwater on it nearly as fast if you had a financing rate. Okay, paying interest. Santa Fe, 0%. So here's the thing. I'm going to look up cars in my area right now. We're going to look up Hyundai Santa Fe hybrid. All right. See what kind of deals we can get because, oh, no, not plug-in hybrid. No, the plug-in hybrid's the old one. All right, here we go. Let's check out what we have for deals. $5,000 off. So not only do you get 0% financing, you get $5,000 off of MSRP here in a lot of situations because these cars aren't selling. So not only do they get the manufacturing back to 0% financing through Hyundai Financial, but the dealers are lopping money off because they can't sell these things very well because the market's cooling fast. I mean, this one looks really nice, but it's not worth $49K. I would get a Palisade if I'm spending that much money. But look, like $33K here for a Santa Fe hybrid's a done deal. Forget about it. Like 35 miles per gallon, smooth, efficient, powerful enough, great space for families of 5 to 6, I would say. It's a really, really, really good, solid vehicle right there. And it looks cool. Besides the back. The back's a bit questionable, but everywhere else the Santa Fe looks good. So good deal there on the Santa Fe hybrid. And it's not going to be that much more expensive than the Tucson hybrid, if at all. All right. Outlander plug-in hybrid. Well, I wouldn't buy that. These things depreciate quite fast. If there was a good lease deal, I'd think about it. But yeah, let's keep moving. Mustang Mach-E, don't buy it. Don't buy electric cars. Only lease them. And we'll talk about some lease deals on electric cars here in a little bit. Nissan Rogue, don't buy it. There's a new one coming out next year with the hybrid. That's the one you want to buy. You only lease a Rogue. I would not finance one. All right. The Rogue's great. It's beautiful inside and out. It drives fine. But the CVT is it's like bottom of class. Let's keep moving. Murano would not purchase these things. I've heard reliability issues with the VC Turbo. No longer has a CVT, so that's good. But it's so neutered. The programming here, the tuning is terrible. And when you want power, it just doesn't give it to you. And when it does give it to you, it's delayed and it's just not good. And it's just sad because the Murano's cool. It's so quiet and comfortable on the inside, very luxurious. But I would not purchase one. I would only lease one. Only consider leasing that car. X3, I think it's so ugly. I saw one after dropping off the kids today, 0.9%. I haven't driven one. It might drive great. fantastic, but I think it's ugly, so I wouldn't buy one. But hey, you do you. Nissan Pathfinder refresh just came out. I have driven the refresh. I can't talk about the refresh because I'm under embargo until like the 22nd on that vehicle. We know that nothing really changed on it except the styling and a few other things on the inside. So the Pathfinder is great. The V6 is amazing. Would I buy one? Abso-freaking-lutely. 0%. Let's go back here. All right. So if you're not interested in a hybrid, I get it. So if you want, where's my Nissan here? If you want a V6 powered family mover, let's go Pathfinder. Here we are. The availability is not that high, surprisingly, but let's go to lowest price. I mean, how cheap? Oh my gosh, you can get these things for under 30K. Look, 10 grand off. Not only are you getting 10 grand off of MSRP, you're getting 0% financing. Stop watching this video. If you need a 3-row crossover, go out and buy a Pathfinder. It's awesome. And just because the looks are getting refreshed, like it doesn't change the car at all. All right, don't wait. And they're offering tons of money for your trade, which is just bonkers. But it's because the used car market's really hot right now. Need a 3-row crossover? Get this. Like, it's not, don't even look at anything else, because the deals right now in the Pathfinder are out of this world. I know it's not always as simple as, hey, just 10 grand what they're advertising, because you have fees that you have to negotiate. Don't ever pay a doc fee or documentation fee. Don't pay dealer fees. Say, hey, I want to buy this car for this, take it or leave it. And then they'll they'll come crawling to you. I'm not a master negotiator. That's not like what my job was. All right. In the car industry, we had upfront pricing, so it made my job as a salesman a lot easier in theory. In some cases it didn't, but just say, I see this deal here, give it to me. I'll drive across the state or whatever it is to get this deal. I'll sign my paperwork from home, and then I'll come and pick it up if we can ink a deal at this price. I mean, you can have them by the balls. It's not hard to have the dealer by the balls unless you're trying to buy a Toyota or a Lexus, which they think they're crap don't stink right now. The day supply, but there are exceptions. Like the Tacoma, it's almost name your price. All right. There are exceptions within Toyota's lineup that you can get crazy deals, but don't buy a Tacoma. If you're thinking about a pickup truck, I know I'm getting off topic here. If you're thinking about buying a pickup truck, go get the Frontier. The Frontier, stupid. Are you kidding me? Under 30K, $30,000 for a 310 horsepower V6. I know this is probably rear wheel drive because it's Florida, but I'm telling you, stupid deal for a pickup truck. The Frontier is my favorite midsize pickup truck. The V6 is the last in its class besides the Gladiator, which has its own merits as a Jeep, a convertible, you know what I mean? But Frontier, great pickup truck. If you need one, this one I would absolutely purchase with a good financing rate, or lease if there's a good lease rate. All right, let's get back into this. I got hung up on a Pathfinder. Don't buy an ID4. It's an electric car. Outback. Well, the new Outback's coming, so they're trying to clear out the old inventory on the outgoing Outback. Subarus hold their value well too, so not a bad thing. All right, 0.9% for 72 months. Wow, so that's really good. All right, so 6-year loan there. That is impressive for 0.9%. Good deal. WRX, 0% for 72 months. I didn't realize that WRX was having this tough of a job selling. It's a fine car. It's a little boring compared to its rivals. It is not very smooth compared to its rivals. It's a bit punishing of a manual transmission. Just don't buy the CVT. Do yourself a favor. Learn to drive a manual. This is not the most beginner-friendly manual. There's no rev matching downshifts or anything like that. Yeah, and a lot of black plastic on the back. But it's still a good car, and 0% financing here. I'm curious. Let's look it up. Subaru WRX. What kind of deals are we seeing on this? I know the sales are in the absolute tank. There's only 50 in my area. Yeah, they're just too expensive. Still, I think they should be closer to the low 30s for a WRX. Yeah, it's even if it's 0% financing for 72 months, I am not interested. All right, let's see here. Lucid Air, don't buy an electric vehicle. Again, lease them only. Ram 1500, 0% for 60 months. I mean, Rams also depreciate. I mean, F-150 probably holds its value maybe a little bit better than a Ram, also 0% financing. Let's keep going. All right, best car lease deals December of 2025 here. Forester. Well, this might also include the hybrid here, but again, don't put money down. And again, if you drive a ton, a lease doesn't make sense for you either. So anyways, Forester hybrid, probably a good deal. I haven't driven it. Anyways, let's keep moving. QX60 lease deal. I would say wait. I'm under kind of embargo on certain things about this vehicle right now, so I can't say, but I would say probably wait on this. I'll say that. All right. Don't just go buy a QX80 if you're looking at Infiniti. It's a gorgeous car, the QX60, but it drives like crap right now because of the VC turbo and the programming of the transmission. Again, let's see here. Trucks. If you want F-150 Lightning lease deal, what monthly payment? They can't sell. Like Ford is going to discontinue this now that there's no EV tax credit. Sierra 1500 here. Crazy low payment for such a high car, like high MSRP of these things. Like MSRP 65K and a monthly payment of around $300 is crazy. Gladiator, not this one. This one has the big V8 in it, but Gladiator can be had for stupid cheap. Tacomas can be had for stupid cheap. So trucks right now, leasing a truck right now is dirt cheap. Solterra, which I don't want to get off track, but the pricing, I thought I had it up. Pricing for the new Trail Seeker is $40K. This thing's a rocket, almost 400 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds, and it's a wagon. Like the Trail Seeker is going to do some damage, I think, and get people into EVs. Like Subaru's got to be taking a loss here on this vehicle, absolutely. But anyways, let's get back to the deals here. The Solterra lease deal. Not a bad deal. The Solterra has just been refreshed. This is a lease deal on the new one. And it's cheaper. It's cheaper than the BZ counterpart. Okay, Ioniq 6, super cheap. This car is going to be discontinued. I almost guarantee it for the United States market. Wouldn't surprise me. Mach-E, pretty much any electric sedan or crossover at this point is going to have crazy lease deals. Because the manufacturers are like, we need to help the dealers out because these things just aren't going to sell without a tax credit. And here we go. Best car rebates incentives of the month in total, which includes like not only lease cash, but financing cash, or should I say purchase cash. So you get 10 grand off of a EV9. EV9 is a great EV. It's fantastic, actually. But yeah, they're very, very expensive, and you're going to need 10 grand off of this thing. Absolutely. QX80, also fantastic. The problem is the Nissan Armada exists underneath of it. But if you want that flex, having that luxury badge, like the QX80 is amazing, up to 10 grand off or 9 grand off of MSRP. The sport trim, which is my favorite trim, is the best deal. So now is a good time to buy a QX80. My girls and I were driving yesterday next to a Maybach S-Class. They're like, wow, Dad, that car is fancy. And the guy had a little toy poodle up front in the front seat. It's just like, make me gag a little bit. But hey, if you love the Maybachs and you can afford one, that's great. I'm happy for your wealth. But this car, I haven't driven the EQS. I've driven the GLS. I didn't even. Gosh, this thing's ugly as shit. Look, it looks like a worse than a minivan. All right, you're going to have to take 50 grand to MSRP off of that turd. Audi e-tron, I've heard amazing things. It's kind of a poor man's Taycan. 25 grand off MSRP. I've seen bigger deals than that in the past for this vehicle, but it's so expensive. Here we go. Mazda 3 hatchback. About $2,700 off, includes loyalty. So if you have a Mazda, you can get some nice purchase cash there. F-150, we already talked about 10 grand off of MSRP for the lease, right? I mean, this car is going to be dead in the water. So that's it. That's all I have. Hopefully this was helpful. The Santa Fe hybrid comes to mind. Camry LE comes to mind. The Pathfinder comes to mind. Leasing a Tacoma or a Gladiator. Leasing. Yeah, so there's just some good deals out there. Never buy an EV. All right. At least in the current market, that could change in the future if EVs get like a quantum leap in terms of other value things. But right now, they're just not very sought after in today's market for a lot of different reasons. But yeah, you can lease an EV if that works for you. Only lease. All right. Also lease a Nissan Kicks or Nissan Sentra. Those are good cars too. Seems to be good deals on those right now in the market. So I'm going to end it there. Thank you guys. Stay tuned for more. If you enjoyed this content, let me know in the comments. And happy shopping. Like, guys, deals right now, just because I mentioned a ton of deals in this video doesn't mean you can't get a good deal on other cars. Like, I've seen huge discounts on some of my favorite cars, Pathfinder, but like the CX-5 from Mazda, you can get crazy deals on that. You can get really good deals on like a CR-V hybrid. There's just a ton of volume for a CR-V hybrid, so you can almost name your price. Like, if you want a Lexus, you can almost name your price on the non-hybrid Lexuses right now. Unless that's a GX. Good luck on a GX. There's just no availability of that thing. But yeah, like, it's just, for the first time in a long time, the customer, probably since 2019, so 6 years now, this has been the strongest position you have been in to buy a car. Maybe not financially, but at least when it comes to the dealers and the manufacturers having to incentivize these things to get them into your driveway. All right. So best of luck shopping out there. Never put money down on a lease, by the way. Don't do it. Just pay a higher monthly payment. I'm telling you, you'll thank me later if you get into an accident. So that's my big advice there. Hopefully this was helpful. Merry Christmas. Hopefully you guys get a new car. And if you're in the market, and put in the comments what kind of deals you've been getting, what you're looking for right now, and come back to this video and let us know in the comments if you buy a car soon, what kind of deal you got on your new car. Thank you guys. Have a great day and happy shopping. Peace.